Hi, I'm Jim Howard, CEO of SentiAR, co-founder as well. SentiAR is a spin out of Washington University School of Medicine and School of Engineering, and we have created the first AR platform for interventional procedures that's real time. The first application of this platform is for the treatment of cardiac arrhythmia or irregular heartbeat, and the procedure is called a catheter ablation procedure. This is the status quo, unfortunately, is that an electrophysiologist or electrician of the heart essentially has to look at a series of monitors, including X-ray, electrogram with heart rhythm, and on the right, an electroanatomic mapping system. I can tell you just at a high level, the visualization component is on the right, and that is what they use right now to build a model in their mind, a 3D model in their mind in which they will make a decision on where to ablate the wall of the heart. This is St. Louis Children's Hospital. So that is being done on a pediatric patient. So that's the comfort level that I would have as a parent, is the fact that without a true depth dimension, that this 1 inch that you folks think you see in the back is actually about 5 inches apart with that depth dimension. We can alter that process and change it dramatically in clinical practice by taking that 3D system and actually making it 3D. So the system to the left is from Abbott, particularly in this case. Our software resides on the HoloLens. This will be the first FDA submission for Microsoft in any product this fall, and the hologram then floats over the patient's body. This is at St. Louis Children's Hospital right here. This is one of our co-founders, actually the inventor, Jennifer Silva, and you can see that those red dots are lesions being placed on the wall of the heart, and instead of looking at the background, she's actually looking at this patient's anatomic model floating over the patient. Multiple clinicians can be connected, and you can see that the catheters in real time are being seen for the first time in any type of procedure. What does this mean? Well, I can tell you that on the left, the current status quo is that a cluster of lesions, which will prevent the conduction of electricity in the heart for a basic type of, for one type of arrhythmia, is not at all a cluster. So in a 3D view with a hologram on the right, at the same exact time, you can see that one of these lesions is 2 centimeters off. So in this pediatric patient, could be your kid, there's a lesion and scar tissue essentially being created in the atrial wall. The market size for our first application, which is an EP, is $800 million based on 10,000 global EP labs at $80,000 per year. That $80,000 per year is very high margin. It is broken out by an implementation fee, which includes HoloLenses, software as a service model, and a disposable registration sticker on the patient's body. Those compose about a $500 to $700 per case cost, or per procedure costs. Where do we sit in the entire landscape of AR and VR? In the surgical spaces, we're on the intraprocedural side, or the highest barrier to entry. There are learning tools out there. There are surgical planning tools. All of these use MRI or CT, including image overlay. We're the real-time platform, meaning we're building out the model in real time with catheter localization data. I'm not aware of any other company that can do that. The executive team that's uniquely qualified, this is the founding team, is Dr. Jennifer Silva at St. Louis Children's, Jonathan Silva's PhD, biomedical engineer at Washington University. His whole career has been spent on computational approaches to cardiac arrhythmia. Myself, I'm a 20-plus year healthcare veteran, multiple exits. This is my third academic spin-out. Mike Southworth, who will be happy to show you our system. He's here as well with an aerospace background and in robotics. Unfair advantages, this is what's driven the company, is that we're in the highest barrier. This is our moat. We have free clinical lab access. We have a $2.2 million non-dilutive federal grant from your tax dollars. Thank you very much. Intellectual property built around this for taking 3D visualization in the healthcare space, specifically cardiology, into the build-out of a hologram. We have significant versioning capabilities to add value to the company, to the patient, and to the clinician. This could work in adjacent markets outside of electrophysiology. We have a very clear regulatory path. We're actually getting our own code when we submit to the FDA. And we have partner access. Abbott is a current partner right now, and then obviously with Microsoft. Funding to date is $4.3 million. 2.2 is from the federal grant that we have. 2.4 million is a seed round that will close this month. We've collected all of that with the exception of $300,000. We do have a $7 million Series A. We have multiple investors lined up for that one particularly, but really we have a $300,000 piece of our seed round. contact me here if you want to chat about it. And thank you for your time.